Good evening, everyone. How's it going? Welcome to Cambridge Veritas. I'm your trainer, Krish. And welcome to this lesson, because this lesson is going to be a lot of fun. And we're going to cover a very important concept that you can use not only on your IELTS, but any other exam, and for that matter, real life as well. And this concept is related to all about the correct use of articles a and an. For those people who do not know anything about these articles, watch this lesson. You're going to find a lot of important things to take away. And for those of you who already know what is it, but have constantly gotten confused with it, this lesson's for you as well. So as you can see on the screen, what do we say? Do we say a certain, or do we say certain? For example, you're making a sentence. So what do you end up saying? A certain number of people, or certain number of people agree. That's exactly what we're going to be looking at. So much confusion related to this. Let's get it all sorted. Okay. So first of all, allow me to show you what the agenda of the lesson is today. We're going to be looking at 8 simple places, not 2, not 5, not 7, 8 simple places that you should keep in mind whenever you use such a phrase in English. Always end up using a and an with it. That's all, nothing else. All right, so there's that. Then there's live practice as usual. In case you've joined us for the first time, we always do live practice. This is a live lecture going on. And then in the end, there's going to be assignment as well. All right, so shall we start? Let's begin. So first of all, before we begin, I want to show you 2 sentences. There's only one sentence that is correct here. Please have a look. A, the company has captured a significant share of the market. Or B, the company has captured significant share of the market. Which one is right in your opinion? Shivanshi, Vicky, Jyoti, Suleiman, good to see you guys. Priya, hello. Yeah, which one is right? A. Vicky says A. What about other people? Thank you. Thank you, Vicky. Priya says A. You guys are 100% right. A is right in this situation. In case you're not able to see the tick, A is right. Okay. I have another sentence for you, and then we'll understand the rules, okay? So here we go. Which one is right? I think they are also right to a certain extent, or I think they're also right to a certain extent. Nagashree says a significant, all right. That was for the previous one. What about this one? B. Vicky says B. Okay. Priya says B. Wonderful, guys. Shivanshi saying B as well. Superb. Nagashree says B too. Excellent. The correct answer is, in fact, B. We always say to a certain extent, not to certain extent. But why is that? Why do we say this and not that? This session is all about that. Let me quickly tell you, for those of you who are teachers and looking for dual certification to teach IELTS, the next batch is starting on 10th of June. It is the afternoon batch. All the details of the batch are here for your kind perusal. There's maximum discount that is available for all those live viewers who go to the counselors from here. There's a link of it available in the description as well for your kind perusal. In case you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure that you do and watch live lectures every day at 9 p.m. All right. Let's get started with the work. The 2 situations or the 2 places where we use a or an, it is the first and a very important slide in today's lesson. When do we use a or an? Number 1, when you're using it with a describing word. A technical name for that is adjectives. But for those people who do not understand what is the meaning of adjectives, a describing word. For example, um, It is a nice glass. Nice is a describing word, it is an adjective. All right? It's actually a tumbler, not a glass. Another one is you have great hair. So, great is an adjective, is a describing word. So, that's situation number one. Situation number two is when you're talking about any single thing. That's what all of us know. If you use anything, for example, pen is single, you say a pen, not simply just pen. Okay? So whenever you talk about something that is singular and that can be counted, we use a or an with it. We use a. By the way, they're both brothers. There's no difference between the two of them. The only difference is we use a before consonants and we use an before vowels. That is the only difference between them. I know that you know this, but just wanted to highlight that. Okay, let me show you some examples now. So, example number one, have a look. He clearly, in case you're not able to see it properly, I hope now it's better. He clearly has a good understanding of the issue. Look at the word good. Is it a describing word? Tell me in the live chat. Is it a describing word or is it a single thing? Only the red part. Hi, Divya. Hello. That is sweet. Charismatic is an adjective. That is sweet. Thank you. Vicky, adjective. Priya, describing 100%. Have a look. Good here is a describing word. Bingo. Superb. Let's have a look at the next sentence. Many students have a part time job while studying. Don't look at part time, don't look at while studying, just look at the word job. Is it singular? Is it one? Or is it jobs, plural, more than one? Single thing. Thank you. Before I ask, you guys tell the answer. That's lovely. Thank you, Megha. Thank you, Vicky. Superb. Good job. It's a single thing. So, next time, whenever you use a describing word, we're going to be doing a lot of practice of it in today's lecture. So, don't worry. Whenever we use a describing thing or we use a single thing or a describing word, we use a or an. If you understand this, show me a big heart, show me a thumbs up, whatever you deem appropriate. Thank you. Hi, Hasmat. Thank you so much. Wonderful. Let's move on. Now, these were the two cases that I wanted to highlight. These were the two cases, case one, case two. Now, I'm going to show you on the next slide, we're going to be looking at 5 more cases. Are you ready? How's the Josh, everyone? In the exercise that we have today, the game, the questions that I'm going to ask are actually made up of all of these only. So make sure that you register it. In case you have any questions that come during the session, please feel free to ask. Okay. Remember in the beginning of the lesson, I told you that there are some situations that I'm going to be sharing. Situation 1, describing word. Situation 2, a single item. Situation 3, please have a look. Situation 3, very important. Whenever you use it with adverbs like very, really, quite, etc., etc., etc. So with these kinds of phrases, ladies and gentlemen, we end up using, always with no exceptions, we end up using a or an. Let me give you some examples. We have a very, very here is an adverb. We have a very high percentage. So the phrase here, very, percentage of women working in senior government posts. We do not say we have very high percentage of women. Absolutely wrong. It is an adverb. We always use it. So next time when you use the word very, It's a very simple thing to remember. I couldn't have made it easier than this. Always use a with it. Okay? If you understand this, give me a big heart. Similarly, quite. By the way, some people pronounce it as quiet or they interchange it. It is, repeat after me once again, quite. The other one, is quiet. One more time, repeat after me, quiet. All right. There was a really good atmosphere. We are using really here. And the last example is, she is quite a talented singer. Now, we do not say a quite. See here, with quite, we use it after that is the quality with quite. Okay, so that's something to remember by. And singer, because it is singular here, is what is another reason why we are using a as well. So with these words again, we always use a or an. Actually, an would not be useful at any of these places but a, unless here you have some other adjective. Talented here is also acting as a describing word as well, for that matter. So many reasons of using a in this particular case. Okay. So one more time, very quickly. We use it with describing word. We use it with single item. Then we use it with adverbs, words like very, quite, really. 1, 2, 3. All right. Now, the next slide is the last slide. And then after that, we will start practicing. On the next slide, I'm going to show you 5 phrases when we always use really. I repeat, 5 phrases when we always use really, a or an. Here we go. Number 1, whenever you're talking about the phrase a certain or extent, we use a or an with it. So for example, I agree with you to a certain extent. Okay? Always use a certain extent, not I agree with you to a certain extent. Incorrect. Can you make another sentence with it? I'm going to say one sentence. You have to make another sentence in the live chat. Quiet and quiet. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Jyoti. Divya. Divya, I hope you're back from hospital. I heard that you were in hospital. I hope you're all right now, Divya. Oh, sorry, Divya, not you, Jyoti. That was Jyoti. My apologies. Okay, lovely. Let's move on. So here we go. Number 2 is, please have a look, a wide range or variety. So whenever you use the phrase a wide range or variety, always use a with it in the beginning. For example, we have a wide range of books to choose from. Another reason why we use, another phrase where we use a. Now, the next one's quite interesting. Whenever you talk about amount, small amount, large amount. So essentially, whenever you talk about amount, you use a or an with it. A large amount, a small amount, an equal number or an equal amount, because equal here is a describing number, describing word, remember? And similarly, amount is the last word here anyway. So the example is an equal number of men and women. How do you pronounce it? Repeat after me. Woman, women, we, men. Last word, one more time. Women. Okay? Waiting for your sentences. Do you have any sentences for me? That was not, no, that was not you, Divya, apparently. All right, so she is good at that task to a certain extent. Okay, cool, fair enough. Thank you, Vicky. Happy to know, Jyoti. God bless. Women. Hasmat has shown us the correct pronunciation. Thank you, Hasmat. It is, in fact, women. Thank you. All right. Second last case is, second last phrase is, we always use it with whenever you're talking about any percentage, a higher percentage, a larger percentage, a small percentage, a greater percentage. So with the word percentage or proportion, I repeat, listen carefully, with the word percentage or proportion, we end up using a with them always. For example, a small proportion of patients. All right? Gotcha? Understood? We have a wide variety of food. Thank you, Mega. Thank you, lovely Priya. That's a lovely sentence, giving it a bit of a context as well. Women are emotionally intelligent to a great extent. Lovely. That's great. Uh, Mahiba says they had a variety of food at the wedding. Lovely. Thank you. Thank you, Mahiba. Here we go. Thank you, guys. The last situation is whenever you talk about time, a short time or a long time or a span of time. So whenever you use the phrase whatever with time, you end up using a with it. For example, I haven't seen her for a long time, short time, for a certain amount of time, etc., etc. That's all. We're done. So let's quickly revise. Here we go. In case I forget, help me to recall. Okay. So situation number one is we use it with describing words. Am I right? Keep talking with me in the live chat. Describing words. Okay. Vicky says a large proportion of people were infected with COVID in Gujarat. Lovely. Vicky is very naughty. Nagashri is a piece of advice, a chunk of information. Very good, Nagashri. Those are some very good examples. Describing words. Thank you, Hasmat. Number two is, what was number two? Single things, right? Anything that is single, single words, whatever, we use a or an with it. Number three was three words, right? Adverbs or any kind of adverbs for that matter. Very. What was next? Help me. What were the three words? Very, quite, and really. Thank you. Sat Sri Akal, guys. Thank you. So very, quite, and really. So that was number one. Number four is when you talk about degree, a certain degree or a certain extent. These are phrases, by the way. Then we have, whenever we use the phrase range or variety, it couldn't be simpler than this, guys. Let's register it together. Then whenever we talk about either a number or amount, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then when we talk about percentage, proportion, or percentage. And by the way, do we call it percentage or do we call it percentage? Tej. Repeat after me. Percentage. Ij. Percentage. And the last one is whenever we talk about time, phrases with time. So the last five here are all phrases. Take a picture of this, please. This is what we're going to use in the practice. Well done. In case I've forgotten anything, please be kind and let me know. Thank you. Have you taken a picture or a screenshot? Show me a thumbs up or a heart. Thank you, Divya. Okay. Shall we practice then? Okay. I have one person, and this person is using incorrect sentence. Here we go. We have to correct it. Oh God, what happened? We have to correct it together. Please have a look. The sentence is all competitors should have equal chance of winning. What is the correct answer? All competitors should. Tell me the answer in the live chat, please. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Vicky. Megha, Divya, Nagashri, Priya should have an equal chance of winning. Why? Equal here is acting as describing word. Yeah. So equal chance of winning. Thank you, Suleiman, Priya, Mahiba, Hasmat. Excellent, guys. Well done. So proud of you. I hope today's lesson has been fruitful so far. In case you've liked, if you've learned something new, make sure to like the lesson. All right. Perfect. Thank you. Here we go. Let's move on. Now the real game begins. Make sure to subscribe. Make sure to like. All right. All right. Let's get started with the practice. Thank you, Mahiba. Hasmat. All right. Here we go. You're welcome, Divya. So the game is very simple. The game is I will show you some words. Let me show you an example. I will show you some words. It is not a proper sentence, and they're all in the right order. They're not jumbled, in case you get confused. They are not jumbled words, they're all in the right order. But these words do not have necessary articles. Listen carefully. These words do not have necessary articles, and they also do not have necessary prepositions as well. Okay? What do you and I have to do? We have to rewrite the sentence in the live chat. And don't think too much. Whatever you think is appropriate, just feel free to allow me, pardon me, being candid, just vomit it out in the live chat. The idea is for you to just not overthink and see what, if you want to sort of correlate it with the screenshot that you've taken, the rules, please feel free to do that. And let's get it together. Here we go. First one we'll do as an example. The rest of it you have to do alone. Only small number troublemakers were responsible for problems. So I think there are, just to give you a little bit of a hint, there are 3 words that are missing in this sentence. Those 3 words are, you have to rewrite the sentence with a, sorry. You have to rewrite this sentence with a of and the. Can you rewrite this sentence with these 3? So of here is the preposition. A and the here are articles. If you've not seen our lesson, we made a lesson yesterday on the correct use of the as an article on IELTS and in general life. So please make sure to watch it. It's available. Okay, waiting for people to tell us the answer. Okay, you already puked it. Okay, here we go. Only a small number of troublemakers were responsible for the problems. Thank you, Vicky. Nagashri, only a small number of troublemakers were responsible for the problems. Okay, everybody's right. Basically the same. Leah says, Leah, welcome to Cambridge Veritas. Lovely, wonderful. Thank you, Priya, Hasmat, Megha, Suleiman, Nagashri. Thank you. All right, wonderful. So here we go. So the correct answer is only a small number of troublemakers were responsible for the problems. Well done. Superb. Can we clap for everyone? Good job. Superb. Can we do the rest of it ourselves? Let's do number 2 together. Don't jump the gun. Let's do it together. Let's go together as a team. Okay? Computers play very important role in education nowadays. 2 words are missing. One is an article, the other one is a preposition. Two words are missing. Okay, Vicky is really quick to tell. Very good, Vicky. And the answer is correct as well. Uh, excellent, Mahiba. Very good. Priya, lovely. Hasmat, excellent. Leah, am I pronouncing your name correctly? Is it Lay or is it Leah? Pardon my pronunciation, please. Megha, super. Thank you. What about other people? Where are other people in the room? Suleiman, if possible, try writing the complete sentence, please. Otherwise, I'll not be able to give feedback. But thank you. Nagashri says, same thing. The computers. The computers. We're talking in general. Remember, Nagashri, yesterday we said if something is in general, we do not use the with it. Liye or Leah. Thank you. I'll try. Correct answer is computers play a very important role in education nowadays. Thank you. Superb. Divya, your answers are not coming. All right, number 3, here we go. She can't afford to study full-time basis. Two words are missing, one article and one preposition. You're welcome, Nagashri. Vicky, lovely. Mahiba, wonderful. Very good, Hasmat. Excellent. She can't afford to study on a full-time basis. Fantastic. Super. Megha, Leah, superb. She can't afford to study. Thank you, Priya. Wonderful. She can't afford to. Thank you, Nagashri. Wonderful, guys. Last one, number 4. Teenagers should be allowed greater degree freedom. How many words are missing here? 2 words again. 2 words are missing. To a greater degree of freedom. Very well. Teenagers should be allowed a greater degree of freedom. Bingo, very good. Super. I'm glad if you guys are enjoying this activity. I thought people would find it difficult, but seems like it's an easy breeze for a lot of people, which is great. Good to know. Let's look at sentence number 5. Please have a look. They have slightly different approach to studying. What is it? Number 5. Make sure to keep the first letter as capital. I know you may know it, but it's very important, Priya, just to keep it capital. Yeah, thank you. Guys, very important. Vicky and everybody else, Mahiba and everybody, all of us in general, keep the first letters capital, please. Otherwise, it'll become your second nature and you'll keep writing incorrectly. So this is something to keep in mind. Just a word to the wise. Thank you. They have a slightly different approach to studying. Thank you, Mahiba, Vicky, Priya. What about other people? It gets so dark, my God. With a slightly different approach to studying. Wonderful, superb. They have a slightly different approach to studying. Very nice. We had 1 week intensive training course. What is it? Vicky, you can correct one thing in that sentence. Can you guess what that is? Your sentence is right. I'm talking about punctuation, comma, full stops, and all of that. Thank you, Leah. Very good. Megha, Mahiba, Nagashri, Suleiman. Priya, there's no power. Okay, no problem, Priya. Thank you for letting us know. 1 week, okay? So it is, we had a 1 week intensive training course. Now, I want to ask you a very interesting question. Here is a vowel, but we are still using A. Why is that? What is the reason? Why do we not say we had an 1 week intensive training course? Why is that? Who will tell us the answer? La di la di la. Thank you. Vicky's told us the answer. Wonderful. Thank you, Vicky. So for this, the next word that starts, ladies and gentlemen, it's not vowel, it is vowel sound. The next word should, sorry, for an to be used, it needs to have vowel sound. Now, when you look at this word one, or rather, I should say one, is it one or is it one? It's were. You make the pout. Were. Were. So, Vicky, you do not pronounce your name. Vicky is pronounced as the, but one is pronounced as pout. Were. Welcome. One. So, with that, this has got to be the were sound. Were sound is not the vowel sound, correct? And that is why we don't use an, we use a. If you understand this, give me a big heart in the live chat, please. It's very important. It's the were sound. Thank you. Because it is pronounced as consonant like yek. Wonderful, superb. Thank you. All right. Second last, there has been gradual increase number thefts. Generally, when we do live lectures, there's a big window in the studio area here. And right now it is 5 o'clock for me, and it's all dark outside because it's about to rain, and that is why possibly you're not able to see my face. Okay, let's focus on the board. There's been a gradual increase in the thefts. There's been a gradual increase in the number of thefts. So, absolutely, very good. The correct answer is, there are 4 words that are missing in this sentence, by the way. In, the, and of, correct? There has been a gradual increase in the number of thefts. Thank you. Bravo. Super. Thank you. And let's have a look at number 8 as well together. The last one, it is on the screen, ladies and gentlemen. They offer quite wide variety courses. Very good, Nagashri, Vicky, excellent, Megha, Mahiba. Full stop is missing again. Sorry if you think, guys, I'm being too picky. I just want to make sure that you keep this in mind, because the marks get deducted. And generally as well, when we type, we sort of aren't quite used to it, or are not that cognizant of using prepositions and punctuations properly. Thank you, Leah, Priya, Hasmat. Superb. So the correct answer is, they offer a quite variety of courses. My apologies. It is a typo from my end. I wanted to write it here. They offer quite a variety, quite a wide variety of courses. Thank you. There has to be a typo. See? There has to be a typo every time. I sort of challenge myself. In this lesson, I'm going to make sure that there's no typo, but eventually we're all humans. Thank you. We're all but humans. Thank you. Have you understood this? Please tell me in the chat box. There are 8 situations in which we use There are 8 situations in which we use a or an. If you understood this, give me a big heart um, or a thumbs up. Thank you, Mega. Lovely. The next slide is, can you guess what is the next slide? The next slide is, here we go, your assignment. So I'm going to put, please have a look. There are 5 sentences on the screen. Here we go. Take a screenshot of it. Choose the correct option. In each category, there are 2 options, A and B. Sorry, there's one thing that is missing here. A and B. You have to decide which answer is right and why. I repeat, you have to tell which answer is right. You don't have to tell why, but put these answers in the live chat. For yesterday's lesson, I have already put the answers for your kind perusal, so please do feel free to check it. In case you have any questions, Priya always asks good questions. I encourage all of you to please ask questions in case you have anything that is unanswered or something that bothers you in terms of the reason. Feel free to ask. Thank you. Excellent. Lovely. Thank you, guys. Super. By the way, I just wanted to check today. If you remember, in the beginning of this month, we started with a lot of listening activities. The lesson format was slightly different, in case you noticed it. So I want to ask you, if you've been attending sessions since the beginning, for example, Priya, Divya, Nagashri, Hasmat, Shivanshi, you guys have been attending for a long time now. I want to ask you, what do you think? Which kind of lessons, which lessons did you like more? The ones that we had in the beginning of the month, or the ones that we are having right now? Uh, the idea is for me to assess which method is something that helps you sort of learn better, and something that we can continue with as well in long term, in long run. You like the previous ones more inductive approach. She's telling us the technique as well that I'm using. Okay. The grammar lessons. Okay. What about other people? Did you like the previous format more or this format? Sorry, I don't understand what you mean by creative writing, Mega. Nagashri says both. Thank you. That's fine as well. Thank you. In case you're watching, let me know. In case you watch, I know there are a lot of other students who watch the lessons later as well. So please do let me know which one you are able to sort of connect with better. The ones that we used to do before. The only difference before was, without getting into technicalities of the lesson plans that I used to use, but the only difference was there we had a lot more activities on every slide, and at the same time, um, listening comprehension as well, a lot of it. But right now, there's a lot of grammar rules and practice focused. Ask more CCQs. Thank you. I like this format. Thank you, Hasmat. That's fine. Thank you. Thank you, guys. All right. So here we go. In case you haven't yet, you've learned something new today. Please do like the lesson. Share it with your colleagues or somebody who you think can benefit from learning the correct use of a or an, and make sure to subscribe as well. What are your takeaways? Which rule did you not know before? What is the most important thing that you've learned? Don't give a generic statement, I learned the correct use of a or an. Possibly tell in which particular context did you learn it. Linking words, Suleiman. I think we've made a lesson on linking words. I'll check it. In case we haven't made it, we'll make a lesson. Thank you for letting me know. You're welcome, Agarthan. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Noun phrases. Thank you, Megha. What about other people? What did you guys learn today? Supriya says, I have a question. Is there any way to learn syllable stress easily to identify the number of syllables in a word? Very good question. So there's something called the clap method, but I'm sure you've read that method before as well. It never worked for me, so I'm not going to preach that either. Uh, what is your L1, Priya? Is it Hindi or what is it? Your L1, your mother tongue. Priya's asked a very interesting question. Syllable means nothing but, oh, you're talking about syllable stress. Okay. You're not talking about the number of syllables. You're talking about syllable stress. Okay. Sorry. I misunderstood that question. So when it comes to syllable stress, um, a beginner rule to go ahead with is, beginner rule would be, Priya, whenever the word is a name of something, and with that I mean noun, I'm not using noun for the larger audience watching right now this lesson. Whenever the word is a name, guys, it's very important, listen carefully. You always stress the first part of the word, or that is the first syllable. For example, address. We don't say, tell me your address. We say, tell me your address. Address, which basically means house number. House number. So what do we say? Ah. Repeat after me. Address. Address. Okay. But if you deliver a speech right now, I repeat, if you deliver a speech right now, this same word address becomes address. Repeat after me. Now, this is an action. I repeat, this is an action now. So the stress is on the second part of the word. Of course, there are multiple syllables as well sometimes in a word, but this is a good point to start with. Of course, we can't cover all those different kinds of syllable stresses, but this is an introductory way to understand it. First syllable, if it's a name, that means house number, address. Repeat after me, everyone. Don't just watch. Belong, participate. Repeat after me, please. Address, house number. But when I'm giving a speech or you are giving a speech, you say, I'd like to address. So repeat after me. Address. Conduct and conduct. Yes, Nagashri. Very good example. So this is one way to remember this. Priya, I hope this has answered your question. Let me know, please, in case you have more questions. Thank you. Alvin is Malayalam. Okay, cool. Thank you. I learned the rule that we don't use a or an before quite. Instead, it's used after. Yes, absolutely. Hasmat says the article is also used before the adverb. I learned this today. Very good. Leah says, I learned the placement of articles in a sentence or noun phrase. Superb. Vicky says, can we have more lectures on phonetic systems or IPA like we had yesterday? We can. The only problem is we're thinking right now to start a new channel completely focused on pronunciation so that the right kind of students uh, benefit as well, most importantly. So we're thinking about it. There's going to be a complete series on pronunciation, as a matter of fact, Vicky. So do watch out. But we'll try having more lessons. Thank you. Priya, I mean both how to easily identify the number of syllables in a word and also, okay, number of syllables is easy. In Malayalam, the language, what do you call vowels? For example, in Hindi, we call it matra. What do you call it in Malayalam? Malayalam is the language, right? Or is it Malayali, the language? I'm so bad at it. My apologies for my general knowledge. So the idea, what I'm trying to say is, the number of matras in a word is nothing but the number of syllables in a word as well. So number of vowel sounds equals to number of syllables in a word. Thank you, Megha. Hasmat says, I have a question. Please give us online classes on phonetics, please. Okay, cool. Same thing. Thank you, Hasmat. I hope I've answered your question. Also, one more question. Go on becomes go on in connected speech. Is there any other examples of this linking? There are so many examples of connected speech. For example, did you Do not do not say did you if you want to sound fluent. When you join D and year together, it becomes J. I'm not using phonetic script here, Priya, because of the large student base population right now that we have. So it becomes J for your easy reference. So it becomes did you, did you, did you. Repeat after me. Did you do it? Did you do it? Did you find it? Did you find it? Did you? Actually, it should be like this. Give me one moment. Did you find it? Did you? Did you find it? There's a very gentle year sound as well here. Did you find it? I hope that helps. Thank you. What about the word content? As verbs, as nouns, how should we pronounce it? Is there any difference between them? Of course, there's a difference. So, content, guys, please repeat after me. Content, as in the table of content. Okay? But when you say content, what is content? Who will tell me in the live chat? What is the meaning of the word content? So I hope it answers your question, Nagashri. Content, as in the table of content, and content. Okay? So what is content is my question. Malayali is the person that live in it. Okay, thank you, Priya, for letting me know. Do you know my best friend? I used to have a best friend called Divya Khan. And Divya used to was from, she was a Malayali. She was from Kerala as well. Thank you. And such a pity that I do not even know what is the meaning of a Malayali and a Malayalam. My apologies, but thank you for letting me know. Thank you, Nagashri. Vicky says, thank you. We don't use that name here. Your lessons have benefited me significantly. I've got a lot of improvement in myself after these lessons. I'm a psychology undergrad working on my communication skills. Vicky, wonderful. My best friend Sasha, she is a clinical psychologist. Wonderful. There's a connection. Good. One two becomes one. Yeah, this is more like a chunk. Didya is assimilation, right? But go on is catenation, right? So I'm confused by both. How to identify these features uniquely? I'd suggest go check a few blogs, and I'm sure there's a very interesting book as well called Ship and Sheep. I think that can help as well. All of these things matter, catenation, or for that matter, a lot of elision, linking, and whatnot. All of these things matter when you're getting in the depths of it. But in real life, all you have to do, all we simply call it is connected speech or linking or simply elision. So there are only two kinds. Either you join the two words together, the beginning or the ending, or you drop the sound. For example, in the word don't know, when you join it together, it becomes to know. So you drop the T. So that is important. Content means satisfaction. Superb. Thank you, Vicky. Content here means satisfaction. Thank you, Nagashri. Thank you, Leah. All right. I hope on this note, you enjoyed today's lesson. Extra practice is available on the WhatsApp channel. Make sure to make use of that. Tomorrow, we're going to be looking at IELTS common mistakes, especially when it comes to making comparisons. So if you're somebody who has been making comparisons the wrong way on the IELTS test, or has been practicing, or is going to sit soon for the exam, this is going to be a very important lesson for you. Once again, dual certification is available for teachers for the next batch that is starting. The link is available in the description for your reference. Okay. And here we go. Yesterday's lesson was all about the correct use of the. In case you haven't watched it, please do make sure to check it out as well. You'll be able to sort of have a look, have a complete helicopter view of all that we've covered using articles a and the. Thank you so very much. God bless. Take care. Wonderful participation today. Let me type claps for everyone. and goody, goody night. I'll see you guys tomorrow. We're going to look at how to write, how to make comparisons on the IELTS exam in case you have plans to go abroad later in the future for academic purposes or want to work abroad. You have to take this exam. And therefore, it's very important for you to learn this very pivotal skill, which is making comparisons on the IELTS exam. Okay. Thank you. Good night and take care. Bye bye.